We have the main Zhiyun Crane 2. We've got the batteries, the charger, and the stand. Underneath here we have a bag for cables, and here we have the follow focus system. We want to install the batteries, so we unscrew like so, and take the 3 batteries that come with it. And then we are going to take the feet and put it on the bottom of the unit. Screw until tight, and then open the feet, and you can stand up the unit like so. Remove the plate from the unit, so you unscrew this screw here, press this button, and slide it out. So you attach the plate like so, you tighten the little screw here. You make sure that this plate here is pushed up and supporting the lens attached to your camera. Attach the plate to Zhiyun Crane 2 backwards. We are going to attach the follow focus system. We have the focus ring, the follow focus unit, the attachment arm, and a little Allen wrench here to attach it. You will need to attach this little focus attachment by screwing it in. Screw it to finger tight and use the Allen wrench to just slightly tighten it just over finger tight so it doesn't unscrew itself. You will attach the focus ring to the lens. Once the focus ring is attached, it's time to attach the follow focus unit to the mounting bar. You don't need to be particularly precise at this moment because we are going to need to balance the camera and we'll need to move this in at some point. We have 2 cables in this pouch. One of them says follow focus to camera, and one of them says crane to follow focus. We want the crane to follow focus cable. Take that one and leave the other one in the case, and attach the cable to the base of the follow focus unit and to the crane unit in the back. First, we want to balance it on this axis here. As you can see, it's falling to my left, your right, quite heavily. We want to make sure that it comes out this way by opening this screw here and moving it slightly this way until we have a balance. And that's balanced there. And now you can see that the front is trying to fall forward. So we need to slide the whole camera unit backwards slightly to compensate for this until it no longer falls forward or backwards. And then in doing this, you may have uncentered the follow focus unit, so you will need to make sure that you line your follow focus unit up again with the focus ring. Done this axis, we have done the forward and back axis. Now we want to do the up and down axis. We can make it stay stationary when the camera's set on it. So to do this, you loosen this screw. As we can see, the camera is trying to pull downwards, so that tells me that it's sitting a little bit too low, so we want to raise it up slightly and then let go. When we put it in a position, we want it to stay in the exact position we leave it. The final axis we want to do is this one down here. Hold the unit to the side, and when we let go of the camera, we need this back part to balance behind the camera. At the moment, you can see it pulls to the top when you let go of the camera, so we need to move this bit here backwards. So to do this, you loosen the screw and slide it backwards. Probably one more little millimeter or so. We're good. See how that now sits there? So now, as we stand the camera up, it should sit level without us touching it. We should be able to position it and it not move. So we are now ready to switch on the Zhiyun Crane 2. And to do that is very simple. You press and hold the on switch for 3 seconds. Keep hold of the gimbal and it will rotate into the correct position. You can pick it up with two hands, and you can close the feet in and use them as an extended handle for more control whilst using the device. You will automatically be opened up into PF setting, which means that it will pan as you turn, but it will not tilt. You need to use the joystick on the back of the camera, press down to turn down, press up to move up. To change modes, you simply hit mode, and this will now put you into the locked position. You have to control the camera fully with the joystick, and this will mean that no matter where you move the camera, it stays fixed and locked on the subject. If you want to turn the camera around, then you use the joystick to control where the camera goes, and also to angle it up and down with the tilt. So as you move it, it will stay completely fixed on the subject. Finally, we are going to look at the follow focus dial on the side of the camera. So this is the follow focus dial, and if connected correctly with the follow focus unit, will control the follow focus unit, which will in turn control your focus. So you have full control. You can see as you turn this, you have full control with the follow focus unit. One final thing, when you have finished shooting and you need to disassemble the rig, you need to make sure that you do not take the camera off until you have turned off the unit. So to turn off the unit, you press and hold the power switch 3 seconds, and the unit should go limp, and then you can start to disassemble the rig in the reverse order that you assembled it. So if you need to change the focal distance of your lens, then you will need to rebalance the gimbal. As you can see, it's made it front heavy, so you'll need to move it back. Also, if you need to change lens, this is a bigger job and will require 2 people. One person to hold the camera steady and another person to work on the camera, because as you take off the lens, it will really throw the weight to be off balance and a lot more weight to the rear of the camera, and we don't want it to flick around and break anything. You loosen the follow focus and twist it out so that it is not in the way. You put the lens cap on the lens and lower the plate on the bottom of the lens so that we can remove it. You remove the lens, being as quick and efficient as you can, trying not to get any dust in the lens or in the camera body. You attach your new lens. As you can see, this lens is a lot shorter, so we will need to not use this plate, and attach the follow focus and follow focus ring to the lens. The Zhiyun Crane 2 has a weight limit. This lens right here does not fit in that weight limit. It will be impossible to balance, so you cannot use the 70 to 200 millimeter lens on the Zhiyun Crane 2.